There's the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
All right, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man. So thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, right? Why? Because a witch will be burned in Babylon. As it says, right? A witch is going to get burnt at the stake, right? But this time it's going to be that great sacrifice in Basra that the Lord is bringing, right? Right? And that Basra is a buzzword for Babylon, right? The great city. Okay? So thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And most of you women out here and men are witches, right? If you're dealing drugs, you're a witch, right? If you know, these women out here, you know, all this makeup, okay, wearing this promiscuous clothes, okay, filters, all right, all that stuff is witchcraft, right? Enchantments, all right? All right? And these men have been dumbed down to not see it, right? They don't have that spiritual eye to discern and see where, you know, what demon they have in front of them, all right? And these women are full of those demons, right? They've been given the power, right, to possess, you know, this type of enchantment, all right? Witchcraft, and you men as well, all right? If you're working with deceit, okay? If you're praying to other gods that is not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay? You know, you out there, how you call that? I know a lot of women to these horoscopes and all this folly, right, in Babylon, okay? All right? You know, this is all witchcraft. This is what we involved in, man. Even with the words you're using out here, right? That's why they're called spelling words, all right? And needless to say, this is what we stuck with, all right? But when a person is using these things against somebody else, right, for their own malicious gains, they are using witchcraft, right? Okay? So, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, okay? And that's why this is going to be titled, A Witch Will Be Burned in Babylon, right? When the nuclear missiles come, all right, all you witches and warlocks are going to die with the oppressor that taught you, right, how to be a witch and a warlock from the beginning, okay? There's nothing new under the sun. All this stuff was being practiced in the ancient days too, man, in the days of old, okay? So you gotta be aware, all right? You people don't even understand going to the pharmacy to get these medications. You're going under the spell, right? Okay, that's why you people are out there can't think for yourself. You're zombies, just walking with your head up your ass. All right, you can't tell left from right. All right, you can't tell what's what's in front of you. Okay, you're just gaining weight, dying slowly. All right. Why? Because you're under a spell. All right. Whether it's a spiritual one or a physical one. All right. You drug dealers are killing your brothers, right? With these street pharmaceuticals, right? The dope, the heroin, the heroin, the coke, the crack, right? Selling weed, even weed. Okay, because it's not natural. The stuff you're selling is not natural. Okay, the plant was supposed to be used for medicinal purposes, right? Our people don't want to get off the couch and do shit, not even pay attention to their kids, right? Smoking weed, right? Doing drugs. Ultimately, they're gonna pass them through the fire as well. You're supposed to guide your kids. You're supposed to guide your children, okay? Guide them towards what? Towards the kingdom. All right? Teach them Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's ways, Salakia. Okay? You got to teach them the ways of the Bible. Okay? Teach them the laws, the commandments. Teach them obedience. Teach them how to build his faith. Teach them how to rely on the Lord. Okay? I see a lot of men out there teaching their children how to rely on a gun, how to break a gun down, how to shoot a gun. That ain't going to save you. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to save you, okay? So, we're gonna go, right? We're gonna go to the book of Samuel's. First Samuel. We're gonna go to First Samuel. Here we go. Chapter 15. Right? And verse 23.
There's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
You see, so for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, okay? So when you're rebelling against the Lord, right? You're not following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, okay? You're saying the hell with it, you know? YOLO. We only live once, okay? And you don't have the fear of the Lord, right? To try to obey as best as you can, right? To try to kill that old man and be reborn, okay? To try to wash yourself, right? From all the filth you've learned here, all right? And you indulging in it, okay? You're rebelling, all right? So the Lord said, hey, that's as witchcraft. And what did the Lord say in Exodus 22 and 18, right? He should not suffer a witch to live, all right? As you know, a witch was always being burnt, right? That's what they did to put away a witch, all right? If you look at even like the Salem witch trials, right? Where they gathered them witches and burnt them, okay? That's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to burn all you rebellious witches here in Babylon, okay? You see these Edomites, right? The grand wizards, that's what they call themselves. Right, the grand wizards, all this stuff is dealing with witchcraft. Okay, that's what Esau, does, man. He's a stargazer, a prognosticator, right? He's always like, he's the one that's giving you these horoscopes, right? Like I said, the spelling words, right? Pharmakia, right? Which was a goddess, a Greek goddess. Okay, this is what we've learned here, and you people don't want to get off that vibration. You see? That's why you guys are under the spell of homosexuality, because you believe in Jesus Christ instead of Hamashiach Yahushua. You see, you believe in Sesai Borgia. All right, that's even more witchcraft, where you see that image, right, and you follow those effeminate teachings. You see, you're under that vibration. You see, and you're rebelling against the truth. Okay, and rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Okay, go ahead.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
You see, in idolatry, okay? Because you're worshiping, right, an idol. You're worshiping the white man. You're doing what he taught you. You're not walking in the ways of Hamashiach Yahushua. You see, so you're being stubborn. That's why the Lord said this is a stiff-necked people, right? You don't want to turn from your ways, okay? Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
You see, so since you rejected the word, right, the truth, you didn't want to turn from your ways, from this wickedness, right? You didn't want to turn from being a witch. The Lord is going to reject you from being a king. And how are you going to be a king when that crowning ceremony happens in the kingdom, when Yahushua is crowning, right, the 144 and the elect, right? The ones that are worthy, the ones that separated themselves from this wicked rulership, okay? All right? And open that spiritual eye to see, all right, that they're under demonic vibrations, all right? You see all these NBA players, these rappers and Hollywood, Hollywood. You see these men, man. You see how they act, the way they dress, the way they move, man. You can see the demons in them, man. They're a bunch of homosexuals, man. Some tough faggots, as we call it, okay? Because you think that they so gangster. You see a man like like a 50 Cent or whatnot. And I'm not here to bear false witness, because I personally didn't hear anything yet about 50 Cent. But I'm pretty sure, the higher you go up there, man, the weirder the shit gets. You can't succeed in the wicked kingdom unless you're wicked, right? That's why the righteous is going to suffer, right, and walk through that straight gate, okay? You see? But he's going to reject you from being king, all right? And the only way you're going to become a king is if you inherit the kingdom, right? That's where your rulership's going to be, okay? But since you rebelled against the Lord, right, he counted you as a witch. And the only way you get rid of a witch is when you burn them, all right? them ICBM missiles. Okay, you're not gonna be able to escape that judgment, that punishment. Okay, so let's go to the book of Galatians, right? Let's go to chapter 5 and start at verse 19.
There's the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these.
Which are these, okay? And it's going to give you a list of the shit you shouldn't be doing.
Adultery.
Adultery, okay? You shouldn't be sleeping with another man's wife, all right? If she's dealing with somebody already, stay the hell away from her. There's plenty of other women that are single, okay, that you could be dealing with, okay? But if you know she got a husband, stay the hell away from her, okay? Go ahead.
Fornication.
Fornication, okay? That's going into immoral sexual acts, okay? You shouldn't be doing those things that you were taught here in Babylon. Who taught you those things? That's Esau, right? The most filthy man on the planet. All right? Wake the hell up and get away from that those things, okay? In order to pleasure yourself, you don't have to be a freak show, man. You know? You sitting here looking like a fucking clown, right? And that's what I see about a bunch of clowns out here, right? Bunch of men with colored hair, right? Committing freak shows at night, thinking that they're doing something right, man. You're going to burn, okay? You don't have to go all out like that, right, to get your shit off, man. And I'm being sincere, okay? You know, once that release comes, it's all the same thing. But you want to get filthy with it, right? To fulfill the lust of your flesh, man, okay?
Uncleanness and lasciviousness.
Lasciviousness. See, lasciviousness is indulging in that shit, man. You know, you're overindulging yourself in that, man. And we all got to check ourselves, because you know how Jake is, man. Jake is strong, full of testosterone, you know. You know, and like I said, these women have got that vibration on them, you know, enchanting the men out here, man. They you know, wearing them spandex, they're showing everything, okay? It's easy to get caught up in these traps, man. And that's why the Lord has to come and save us, man. Because, you know, we all fall short to that glory, man. But we have to fight. We have to fight in the spirit. Okay?
Idolatry.
There it is again, man. Serving other gods, man. And that don't mean you sitting there praying to Baphomet. You could be going to a concert, right? Screaming for Little Yachty or Nas or Jay-Z. You know, whoever you are indulged with, man. And you're not putting Yahweh Shai first. All right, you putting them men before Yahweh Shai. You shouldn't even be in those places. Salakia, before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? You shouldn't even be in those places. All right? I feel like once you go to a concert, that's already idolatry. Like, you shouldn't even go to see another man perform and feel like he's above anything. He ain't shit. All right? That man is lower than you. He sold out to Esau. Fuck him. You know? That man's the scum of the earth. Why? Because he got a couple million because he sold his ass to Esau? That man's he's filthy, man. Okay? He's a fornicator. That's what you call a tough homo, like I said. All right? You know? Got Esau bringing him to private parties, right? To do these wicked acts behind closed doors, right? And that's how they get him. Now you got to do what we say, or we're going to expose you, right? But they put themselves in that position in the first place. Why? Because the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? You need money as a defense. But when you put your love towards that, that's idolatry. All right? Go ahead.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. You see? There it is, man. Witchcraft.
Hatred.
Hatred.
Variance.
Go ahead.
Emulations.
Emulation.
Wrath.
Wrath.
Strife.
Seditions.
Seditions.
Right.
Heresies.
Heresies. You see? Go ahead.
Envying.
Right.
Murders.
Murders. And you can murder people in different ways, okay? Like I said, you drug dealers are killing your people slowly out there, man. How many people overdose every day, right? How many people commit suicide because they're depressed from the lifestyle that they live, right? How many people go behind the wheel getting high and they hit somebody else, okay? You're responsible for those things, man. right? And their blood is in your hands. Go ahead.
Drunkenness.
Revilings. So you sitting there talking about others, right? When you shouldn't, right? Unless they're committing wicked acts, right? And you bring it to the forefront. All right? Go ahead.
And such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh.
You see? So the Lord's going to reject you, right? From being a king. Okay? You're not going to be able to enter into those 12 gates, man. No matter what tribe you come from. I don't care if you're from the tribe of Judah, tribe of Ephraim, tribe of Simeon, Levi, right? Benjamin, whichever, Issachar, it doesn't matter. Okay? Just because you're an Israelite don't mean you're going to make it. All right? Shit. You out here serving other gods as our fathers did, which is you coming back all over again. Okay? You have to pay for those things. All right? And that's how we know who you are through the Spirit. Okay? Those spirits are still acting the same they did back then. Right? All right? And we're going to show you. We're going to show you that. Let's go to 2 Kings real quick. Salakia. Let's go to 2 Kings real quick. Let's go to chapter 17. Let's start at verse 1 real quick to get some content.
That is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 1. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, right?
But not as the kings of Israel that were before him.
You see, so this man was a king of Israel, okay? So this is an Israelite, right? Okay? All right? And guess what? He started doing wickedness, all right? Let's jump down real quick to verse, let's do 16. Let's start at 16. Go ahead.
And they left all the commandments of the Lord their power.
As you're doing today, they were doing back then. You see? They left the commandments of the Lord their power, okay? Right? They turned their back on the Lord, as you have, as most of you are doing today, okay?
And made them molten images.
And you people are serving all types of images today. Whether it's another human being, whether it's money, whether it's drugs, whether it's a woman. That's who you are serving. Okay?
Even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire.
And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire. And you people are committing the same mistake today, right? By not teaching your children who the Lord is, what they should do, and getting your house in order. You see? Because when the missiles come, your kids are going to suffer that death as well, right? Why? Because you didn't teach them the way of the Lord, right? You have turned your back, okay? And now your children are seeing how you act, and they're going to act just like you. You see? You don't love the Lord. You don't love yourself. You don't love your children, okay? You don't love your nation, okay? You're a demon. You're only about yourself, all right? A rebellious witch, okay? That's why a witch will be burned in Babylon, all right?
And used divination and enchantments.
You see? Used divinations and enchantments, man. That's a witch, a warlock.
And sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger.
And sold themselves, you see? Just like today. Our people has made a covenant with evil Eve, man. All these, like I said, man, all these stars, right? All these billionaires from our nation, okay? Millionaires, whatever you want to call it, right? When the lights go out, man, these men turn into freaks, man, okay? These people are sold out, right? And the Lord is angry. He's still angry. And that's why his wrath is going to come upon this place, man, right? When he opens up the weapons of his indignation, right? Them ICBM missiles and them chariots, when they come, you people are going to get burned, right? Right? That's how you deal with witches, okay? That cleansing agent, right? got to get rid of that cancer. That's what the physician is coming for, right? To cut off that long disease. Evil E in you 2/3, right? That surpass their wickedness, right? Because everything that Jake does, they perfect, okay? So these spirits are back doing the same thing, right? And we could tell, right? Because what they were doing back then, you're still doing it today. And through the spirit, we can see it, all right? We know who you are, all right? You guys are all around us, all right? It ain't hard to see, you know? And all it takes is one conversation, and it exposes everything, all right? So we're going to close it out with the book of Revelations. We're going to go to chapter 21 and start at verse 7.
There's the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
See, so he that overcometh, what? Endures, right? The trials, the tribulations, right? The poverty, okay? We're gonna walk through the fire, but this is a spiritual fire. All right, those that don't rebel against the Lord going through this, those that don't turn their back, those that overcome, right, the temptations that the Lord is going to bring upon us to test us, right, for us to be worthy, okay, to be called one of his sons, okay? You see? You have to overcome, all right? But you people have been enchanted to be wicked and love it here. Go ahead.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers.
There it is, and sorcerers, okay?
And idolaters.
There it is.
And all liars.
All right.
Shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
You see? So you witches, okay? You rebellious witches, you rebellious 2/3, right, of our nation, because this is who we're here for. We don't care about everybody else, right? All the other heathens already got their judgment written in stone, man. And ain't nothing changing that, okay? We're only here to talk to our people and give them warning. Turn away from your rebellion. Turn away from your witchcraft, man. Is it worth it, man? Right? This filthy-ass place? Well, we're going to be walking the streets of you know, stones, man. Precious stones, man. Gold, crystals, right? With a crown of gold, man, and rubies and all types of riches, man. Right? The glory, man. To dwell with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. To rule over these nations that did this to us. But instead, you want to stay at the bottom of the barrel, right? In a dark place, right? Committing all this wickedness, man. You see? But if you don't turn from your rebellion, you're going to be counted as a witch. And the Lord said, I suffer not thou a witch to live, man. A witch will be burned in Babylon, man. So, Lord willing, you people can repent, right? All right? And we always going to keep giving you warning to the end. Because it's our job, right? It's our duty, right? To show our people their transgression and tell them what they got to turn from. All right? Right? You know, that stiff neck, you gotta find a way to loosen up, man, and turn back to the Lord. All right? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
DTA.
Abab Abab.
Abab Abab.
Kumya Sharala.
Kumya Sharala.